Welcome back. In the last video you've seen what NextMatter is about, an introduction to the platform from a conceptual point of view, and why the world has really waited for an operations platform. Now you can see it in action. This is the workspace of a made-up company which is called Xchanger, a financial services company, and I would like to start by saying that I really love this product. It's beautifully designed, and if you remember the idea of the unique fingerprint, after login it already looks and feels like your own operations, like your own operating system. It works on desktop and mobile devices alike, and it's really easy to use for everyone. You can see on the dashboard after you log in all the elements that are required to run your operations. The inbox with the magic to-do lists that write themselves, and also have smart alerts. If everything's on track, great, you can have peace of mind for that. Or if something is needs attention, then you can see that here as well. The roadmap, as a leader, as a COO, as a VP operations, whatever it is, you can really look at your automations roadmap and plan against it in an agile fashion. Processes with the no-code editor, you can build your solutions and you can run them infinite times. Data, of course, you want to understand the performance of your operations and make sure that you improve iteratively over time as you learn. Company with all of the settings required for your organization, your integrations, and an indication of the hours saved. Of course, this is just a demonstration, so not so much going on, but in a live workspace, you can really feel the buzz of the live operations. Let's look at one example. In this case, I would like to look at the employee onboarding workflow. You can find it here. I just navigated to the processes section. There is the team member onboarding workflow. I'm choosing this one because everyone can relate to it. Everybody has been onboarded or hired before. It's not necessarily our most popular use case, but it helps to demonstrate some of the core functionalities. Let's start by looking at the editor. If you go to the editor, you can see on the left-hand side all the steps that are required to onboard a team member end-to-end. It usually starts by an entry point that can be manual or automated. In this case, it's automated because as soon as on the applicant tracking system, in this case it's Greenhouse, a candidate moves to the hiring stage, automatically all the details are transferred to NextMatter, so that the onboarding with all the activities required can start. This is really a no-code drag and drop interface. You can add all kinds of elements that you need, and you can also add all of the integrations that you need. May it be sending a Slack message to the team, may it be sending an email to the applicant so that they can fill out their details. Or if anything else comes to mind, you can see our library here. You can send a text message, you can include you can create files, and so on and so on and so on. You get the idea. You can even send them a fun GIF. Okay, let's look at how this process looks like if you start running it. Let's onboard a new team member. I'm just going to hit a play button in this case, and I'm just going to onboard myself. Click on Start Process, and now you can already see how this blueprint of the process that we've just looked at is automatically called, and the instance for Tassilo is being created. In this case, I'm just going to fill out these details manually. Of course, in real life, this would happen automatically from the applicant tracking system, but for the sake of the demo, I'm going to do it like this. Full time, starting date now, and reporting to Luke. Just going to hit complete now, and once this is completed, a couple of follow-on actions are happening. An email is sent to the new joiner, and a Slack celebration message is sent to the team automatically, so that they know that we have this new joiner on the team. In the inbox of the new joiner, a nice email appears with a welcome message, and they can now do the things that they need to do to make sure that the onboarding can be done in a smooth fashion. I'm just going to show you how the device selection form could look like. In this case, if you click on it, you can see that it's Xchanger branded, and I'm just going to select the device, for example, ThinkPad and German keyboard layout. And if I just hit complete, I get nice feedback that everything is on track, but also the internal teams automatically get the update that this one has been completed and that the next steps can happen. No more need to ask around, live transparency for everyone involved. If I close this one, I can also see the list of all the onboardings. You can see I've tried to onboard myself twice here, and Mickey Mouse is also in progress. And this would give you transparency on everything that's happening with this particular onboarding workflow. And if you want to change around elements as you learned or as your processes have evolved, again, that's easy enough to do. You can drag and drop the elements around. Of course, this was very fast, a brief intro, and to some extent simplified, but I hope it helps you to understand how Next Matter looks like in action. And I can't wait to get your questions around it and discuss this with you in the interview.